What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be explaining and giving you very actionable steps on why you need to start a personal brand in 2024. So stick around to the end of the video. I have some very key tips and tricks on what exactly helped me start and scale my TikTok back in 2021 to 140,000 followers. Yes, I did that in like 3.5 months, but I'm going to get into it. I'm going to be explaining some of the mishaps. So the first thing that you guys have to understand is that starting to post on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, even right now in 2024, when these platforms have been around for over a decade, especially YouTube, it's been around for years upon years, is like putting all your money into dropshipping in 2016, 2017. So right now, we have sort of shifted into more of a digital age. Everybody's on social media, all the eyeballs are on their phones. That's fine, that's totally okay. But you have to take advantage of that. And my entire point is that it's not too late to start today. Because if you think about it, the first and the best way to start, best time to start, was like 5 years ago. Second best time is right now. And everybody gets discouraged because they see all these creators blown up. But reality is everybody started at zero. Everybody has a story, everybody has a timeline. And when I started my TikTok in 2021, since then it got shut down because a lot of stuff happened and TikTok changed its community guidelines and the rest is history. But when I started it, it was back in November of 2020. And so I carried it all the way into, I would say into the new year, to about March. March is when things started going downhill with the community. A lot of guidelines were messed up regardless. So when I started, I understood one thing: authenticity. The bigger and the better version of yourself that you can become and put in front of the camera on social media is going to be the best possible return on investment and lifetime value you can give your audience. So the better you are yourself, the better people will resonate with you. For instance, if I on this channel talk about books, talk about entrepreneurship, talk about starting and growing my own business, which I'm doing right now, documenting my journey, building out Growth Field Labs, #1 networking community for Amazon FBA business owners. I'm going through the motions and documenting it right now, and that is so authentic. That's pure authenticity. And I see a lot of kids, literal kids, like 12-year-olds on Instagram, who have typed up fake call scripts, and then they put the camera right here, and they talk to their laptop and their buddies on the Zoom call, and they act like they're closing like an $8,000 deal. It's like, you can't do that. You have to start off by laying the groundwork foundations of actually learning about entrepreneurship, actually learning about business. What Iman Gadzhi was doing back in 2016, how do you think he got so big? Well, he started reading a book a week for 3 freaking years. Most of y'all can't even read a book cover to cover in 1 year. Nevertheless, 52. So, building the groundwork foundations takes time. It's not something that's easy, but it's not something that's hard either. The only hard part about building the basic groundwork foundation is the time constraint. You might think you're limited on time, but actually if you take the time to build yourself up from the ground up, read the books, listen to the podcasts, record the videos, go on runs, meditate, if you take that time right now, it'll compound and then you'll exponentially grow. And so it's not too late to start a personal brand in 2024. I'm rebuilding my TikTok back up. I'm building up the #1 networking community for Amazon FBA business owners. I want everybody to lock in there. We're gonna have weekly coaching calls, in-person events, networking events. We're gonna build everybody up. That's the entire point of it. So for me, documenting it, people are gonna look back on this video and in fact look down and click when it's published, because it's probably gonna be published sometime February 26th, February 27th, not too sure. 2024. What time is it right now? What day is it right now? Probably a hell of a lot in the future. But that's exactly what I want. I want people to come back to this YouTube video, come back to my channel, and be like, holy crap, Patrick was documenting. Patrick was reading books. Patrick was doing the foundation. Patrick was still dealing with the beginner level of starting a business, even though I'm a couple months in, and this is my like 4th business over the past 2 years, which I've started. I'm not new to the entrepreneurship game. I've been in it for a while. So I want people to see that I struggled. I still am struggling. Building out a community is hard. Getting word of mouth referrals is hard. Fulfilling people in the community isn't the easiest thing, especially because I'm teaching people how to network and scale their Amazon FBA when I haven't even done that. So that's exactly why it's even harder for me, because I have to delegate those coaching calls to people who have done $5 million in sales annually. So I'm delegating those coaching calls to those people to lead the coaching calls. I lead the mindset calls. I have other people who lead personal branding calls. Like, it's hard to do that. It's hard to get people weekly to do this. And all those reasons why together is the key and the recipe to actually growing a personal brand is exactly why you should start a personal brand in 2024, because the best time to start was 6 months ago, and the second best time is right now. So go get after it. Start posting yourself online, talking about a purpose, a passion. Be authentic to yourself, and one day you actually might blow up.